You got to unmute, Tammy.
Can you hear me now? All right, very good. Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are so thrilled that you joined us tonight on this Zoom Thursday night, and you are the most important person this evening. And if you are a guest, you are front and center to us. You are the most important person on this Zoom. And so thank you so much for taking the time and the opportunity to hear what we believe to be a better way. And so I just want to give you a warm welcome. We are going to respect your time. We're going to share very briefly about an opportunity that has transformed so many people's lives. What you are about to hear tonight are the true stories of people's lives that have been transformed, truly, not just informational, but transformational into this opportunity that was given to us. My name is Tammy Maltby Melchizedek, and I live in the state of Colorado, beautiful Colorado Springs. My husband is a retired lieutenant colonel. He taught at the Air Force Academy here and for many years, 9 years, and retired. And I had a background in media. I'm a published author, and that is what I did for about 25 years. We both had worked very hard. I have 4 adult children and 7 grandsons. And so we had worked hard our whole lives and went to college, graduate school, all the things that we were told to do and expected to do to be able to provide for our family and to live a healthy, successful, financially viable life. And we had experienced some success in what we had done. And yet, in 2007, as things were going very well, what we didn't understand was the tsunami of our lives was about to hit. In 2008, the real estate crash in the United States, it rippled across the entire world. People were losing property after property, home after home. All of our investments were in real estate because my husband, of course, was in real estate. And real estate had actually done very well for us in the past. But all of a sudden, everything we had that we had worked our entire lives for, everything but one investment, which was the reason we were able to keep our home, we lost, not overnight, but over a 2-year period of time. And I tell you, those were hard days. And maybe 2020 was a hard year for you. Maybe you're here looking for a better way. I know we were in 2008. And I'm so glad that I have dug my well before I was thirsty this time. It made such a difference. And so we went through that challenging time, even to the point of having a large bill to pay. And just transparently, I tell you this story because you never forget where you've come from. You never forget what you've walked through. And we were coming up against a very hard situation of a large bill that we owed for a business that had foreclosed. And I said to my husband that day, I said, Jerry, the only thing we have left of value, literally, the only thing we had was my wedding ring. And my husband had given me a beautiful wedding ring when we got married. And we had to, it was a very challenging time for us because we knew that we needed a better way. And so enter Tom Davis, a good friend of mine that I trusted. Now, you might be on this call tonight because someone invited you. My guess is you trusted them. You trusted them because you're on this Zoom. Well, I trusted my friend Tom and Emily Davis. And Tom said to me, Tammy, I think you need to take a look at this. He knew I was trying to create residual income. And I trusted Tom. And so I went and heard, like you are right now, this simple opportunity. And when we heard it, we jumped in with both feet and we started running. We started running and running. I couldn't believe the opportunity that this was for us. Within 4.5 months, we had enough to make our house payment and a car payment. And don't you know that'll change your life if your house payment is paid for and your car payment is paid for. And within less than a year, I entered into a six-figure income with this business. And 2 months later, ladies and gentlemen, my income doubled and it continued to climb as our team continued. At 22 months, we became the fastest growing team in the world for our company, breaking every record. Our team was on fire. We were transforming people's lives, their health, their weight, and for me, my finance. And to wrap this story, when we hit a 500,000 in sales a month at about 22 months into this business, my husband said to me, Tammy, get in the car. And I did. And we went for a long drive and we bought back my wedding ring. And I'll tell you, it's not about the ring, ladies and gentlemen, though I love my ring and it's beautiful. It's about transformation. It's about what this business can do for you. So wherever you find yourself, if 2020 was a rough year, you lost your job, your income has dropped, you need a way to create income from your phone, from your home, we have got very good news for you. And that news is New Age. I'd like to introduce to you now one of my very favorite people. He is a leader of the people. He loves people. He is a servant-driven leader. And I don't say that lightly. He is for the people. He runs a massive international team all over the world. He has done and walked through his own tsunami, and he has come out. He is one of the top income earners in our entire company worldwide. He is one of our power rankers. I could give you a whole bunch of other titles, which wouldn't mean anything except to you tonight, except to say that this man is a man of great integrity. And I can't wait to hear what Aaron Decker has to say. Welcome, Aaron. So glad you're on with me tonight.
Thank you, Tammy. I'm going to share my screen, you guys, and we're going to jump right into this. And, you know, everybody's got a story. Every one of you have a story. And let's face it, last year kind of shifted and maybe the story isn't going the way that you thought it or wanted it to, you guys. So what we want to share with you is a different way. What you're going to see is we are redefining an age-old industry for the new age entrepreneur, right? Like, wouldn't you want to have a business that you could run from your phone anywhere in the world? If you get locked down, shut out, shut up, it doesn't matter. You can still do business. And that's what we're going to share with you tonight. I'm so excited about this. Guys, we have a goal, and I believe we will be the top social selling and distribution network that exists on the planet. And you know, when you hear about timing, and a lot of times people, timing is overrated. They hype it up, and you know, I get excited because I'm passionate, because I too have been blessed by what you're going to see. But you guys, timing is a real thing. I mean, if I could say, hey, would you go back in time, and is there a time you would have liked to invested in Apple or Walmart or Amazon, right? Don't you wish you could go back in time knowing what you know now? Well, guys, there's telltale signs of perfect timing.
Hello, sir. Hi,
okay. And so our company is at that perfect timing. So one thing that I'll tell you is we're a publicly traded company. You guys, we did $500 million last year, and we just continually break records. But we are the the highest payout in all of the other companies in our industry that are publicly traded. And again, that's a fact. By the way, publicly traded, guys, you can invest in the company that you want to help build. I love that. Not only that, our company has a generosity mentality. They actually allow us to earn shares through different ways and different campaigns and different promotions that they allow us to participate in. So not only can you build a business residual in nature, the company actually has ways and incentives where you can earn shares of the company and really be an owner. To talk about the opportunity, not just on a small scale, but a global scale, I get to introduce my really good friend. He's a coach, right? And he got introduced to this industry about 20 years ago. And you know, he took it and he ran with it because he saw an opportunity, and his story is absolutely amazing. He's literally built teams in the hundreds of thousands of people. But what I love about Coach Rowland is this: he's always about the person that he can help, right? He's always looking to help somebody that wants to better their life. And there's nobody better to explain what being able to work and build a global network than Mr. Todd Rowland.
Yeah, Aaron, it's such a unique opportunity we're all involved with. And everybody that's on this Zoom tonight sees for yourself just how easy it is to build a global distribution network. And a couple of questions I think it's good to ask yourself. And number one is, who is the largest hotel owner in the world now? And if you think about it for just a second, you'll realize that person doesn't even actually own a hotel room. It's called Airbnb. Who's the largest transportation in the company in the world today? And if you think about it just for a second, they don't even own a car. It's called Uber. And who's the largest retailer in the world today? If you think about it, they don't even own a storefront. It's called Amazon. Well, guys, that's what we are here at New Age. You're going to see as we go through this presentation that we're moving the highest quality of products everywhere in the world. If you see everything there but the gray areas, all the highlighted blue areas, we're open in those markets. And you may be sitting in Kansas or Texas, or as I am in Florida tonight, saying, how in the world do I do business in Japan or China or South Africa or even Alaska? And it's really through Zooms like this, through social media, through sharing via video. But Aaron, it's just a tremendous opportunity for us to sit here and become that next new wave, replace the GNC stores and things like that we're used to buying high quality products in. And we now get to move it in a home-based business.
Yeah, Todd, and not only do we go into these markets, but could you talk maybe elaborate a little bit on how important it is? We actually set up shop, like we have infrastructure in many of these markets worldwide.
Yeah, so our industry is notorious for saying we're open in such and such country, but you're still shipping from another country. There's no rep services. There's no real distribution center. Guys, we have in over 40 countries, we have physical offices, rep services, general managers, distribution centers, manufacturing centers. We've got a $12 million facility in mainland China. We have facilities in Japan. We have facilities now throughout Europe. I was just on the phone yesterday with a facility in Peru. I'm on the phone tomorrow with a facility in Brazil. So guys, right from your home, we don't have anything invested. We're sitting here by the pool on an iPad, but yet we can build businesses throughout the world. It's just, Aaron, when you stop and think about it just for a second, for $24.95 and a few products that make a difference in our life, we have access to the world to move. I'm talking about hundreds of products and get an override commission.
It really is unbelievable, you guys. And this is the guy right now. This is our CEO that's heading the ship, Brent Willis. And what I love about our owners, and they have tremendous backgrounds in business, right? These aren't people that are thinking that they can build a business. Brent Willis was the youngest president of Coca-Cola. He also developed and helped implement the strategy, which is now the world's largest beer company, billions upon billions of dollars. So these are people that truly understand how to build global businesses that aren't just $1 billion, but billions of dollars, you guys. And they also understand that we are redefining an industry, the direct to consumer. Ask yourself this question. Have you or anybody that you know had anything delivered to your house in the last week or two? Be honest. Come on. You've bought something and it's constant. I see a lot of people shaking their heads. It's UPS, it's the post office or FedEx is constantly up and down the roads because people just don't go to stores anymore. In fact, if you look at, and it's sad, you guys, but it is a redefining of an industry, right? GNC stores closing 1,200 stores. I know Todd always jokes and says, Ashley, his wife's favorite store went out of business. Now she orders everything online, right? But you guys, isn't that what we're all doing? Well, I don't know about you, but I don't want to have to manage that. And like Todd just said, you and I for $24.95 and buying a few products that we would use anyway can position ourselves in the middle of this direct to consumer model that is taking over the world. Speaking of direct to consumer, and we now going to talk about redirecting spending. Is we're not asking you to take new money and have a new expense. We're simply saying, hey, why not tap into the $4.2 trillion health and wellness? Why not tap into the $44 billion energy drink industry or the $135 billion personal care or the $250 billion skincare, you guys? That goes on and on and on. See, we have brands, which you're going to see in products inside those brands that you simply just redirect money that you're already spending and spend it a better way, get it sent to your house, no different than everything else. But instead of Amazon making all the money, you position yourself where you can. Now I get to introduce somebody that I just absolutely admire and respect. She's an extremely successful businesswoman. but she's got an amazing story and her own personal transformation, how these products directly impacted first her health and now incredibly her finances. So Dr. Kristal Vance, are you with us?
I am. Hey there, Aaron. Hey, everybody. I am telling you what, you just saying all of that, I'm sitting here going, I am so blessed after 2020 that I found a way to make money online. Because I think about where I would be today if all I had was my storefront. It was seeing patients, right? I spent a lot of money to go to school, to get the education, a lot of money to go. I mean, who here is a small business owner? Who here wants to be a small business owner? Who here wants to be a big business owner? And how much money it takes to get started. And I'd like to say that I was really smart and I saw what 2020 coming. I didn't. I was like, you know what? I need to get healthy. And so I started this for a transformation. And at the same time, I was like, but it makes sense to redirect money I already spent. So I was like, why would I give it to Amazon if New Age pays me? And so that's really how I found myself here. And I started using this thing called word of mouth marketing. It's how I built my business with my patients, right? When you've got something good, it naturally builds and flows, and people tell people and tell people, and it's what happened. And at the same time, I started using some of these amazing products. And I'll be honest, being a business owner is really stressful, right? Business owners, actually being the employee is really stressful too, because you're around the business owner that's totally stressed out, right? You might want to choke your boss. Your boss might want to choke you. It might be mutual, okay? Here's the thing, it's stressful. And I found myself as a business owner, like moving money around to make it work. And so I'm always looking for ways to create income. And when I saw this and I started seeing that I was getting a transformation with the products, I started talking about it. And every time I talked about it, I started creating income. And then this person talked about it. And the next thing you know, I'm replacing the income I was making in a doctor's office. And I hope that gets your attention. We don't realize how much money that Amazon keeps from us. You don't understand how much money your dollar is worth. And if you would just share it with a friend and consume this, you guys, I've lost 160 pounds here. I was so stressed out, I was eating my stress. Anybody else? I was tired of walking to my closet and not knowing what to put on. I was tired of thinking all day long, what should I eat? Oh my gosh, I want to eat that. I just didn't want to think about how stressed I was. And the next thing you know, I wasn't stressed anymore because money was coming in and I bought back my time. And that's what I really wanted back. And now here I am today, living in Florida, where the sun shines all the time instead of Wyoming, where I was. I don't see 40 to 50 patients a day. I just get to take this amazing thing to the world. And you're not too late. You're hearing about it at the right time. And I am so excited for you and your future. And if this is good enough for a doctor, at first I was like, no, I'm a doctor. If this is good enough for somebody who's spent over $300,000 to go to school and open a business, this is good enough for you. Don't miss this.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Dr. Kristal. And you guys, her transformation is just absolutely unbelievable. You guys, we use a brand strategy. So it's not just one thing that you have access to. It's not just weight loss. It's not just skincare. It's not just essential oils. You get this portfolio of products, but we have a huge differentiation in all of our product categories. And to describe briefly about what makes us unique in the product realm is my wife, Dr. Ginger, and she's appeared on Dr. Oz. She's written several books. She's taught at a world-renowned healing center. So Dr. Ginger, can you tell us, just a couple of the key differentiations with our products and our brands? Oh, you might have to unmute.
I am so excited about what this company is doing. And I love that they operate under a brand strategy, because when people start their health journey, they might start in weight loss, but they might not really focus on the nutritional parts, or they might not even focus on, for example, clean water, right? And so as you start learning and you move along your health journey, there are different things that you want to redirect your spending to that aren't toxic, that are actually going to give you health and not take away. So under our brand strategy, we have lots of different areas that do, at this point, relate to health. And I like to use the description that our products are clean. Clean in that we do not use manufacturing chemicals, artificial sweeteners, colors. Everything is GMO free, gluten free, lactose free, all the buzzwords that people are looking for today. So whether you're looking for those types of clean products, quality products yourself, or you're looking to share those with others and you don't want to get called out on ingredients, we've got you covered here because of our strictness and our integrity when it comes to ingredients and our certifications. Do you know we even have certifications for Olympic and professional athletes? Yes, pro athletes, Olympic athletes utilize our products because they know they're clean and they're not going to get red flagged on a drug or a urine test. So if they're good enough for an athlete and they're good enough for a doctor like Dr. Kristal, you know what? You should be happy to not only utilize them, but to share them with others as well. So our brand strategy is something that we love because you know what? What do you want to share with people? What people are looking for. You have a whole array of things to choose from.
You guys, here's what's fun. I like products that work that I don't have to sell. I like products that people want to buy because they work, right? And I also love the fact that you can take your products to your naturopath, your holistic physician, people that know ingredients like my wife, and they love them because they turn the label over and they like, these products are extremely clean. But you guys, the other thing is this, how'd you like to monetize this? Right? I love what Dr. Kristal says. She says it's only a smartphone if you're making money from your phone. You guys see, we can work from home, but also we can work from anywhere in the world. I know my good friend Todd Rowland, Coach Todd Rowland and Anthony, they're on the beach all day today and they're working on the beach. Like, as long as you've got your phone, you guys, and we get to monetize our influence. And I absolutely love that. The other thing that I love about our company is you're protected. You're protected from the company making egregious changes. If you've been around this industry before, it's infamous for making changes that are one-sided towards the company. Well, we have protection for that. And if you're somebody that's been, on the wrong side of that, get back with whoever shared this with you and go over our Bill of Rights. It's an industry first. Again, we're redefining an age-old industry for the new age entrepreneur. And now to wrap it up and really help you wrap your mind around what do we do? Like, how does this work? Is Coach Brent Palmer, again, extremely successful. But you guys, he wasn't when he started. He was a successful coach. He wasn't looking for this industry. The industry found him at a time in his life when he needed it. It might be that time for you. So Coach, could you please share with people how this works and what the steps are, kind of what the play is?
Absolutely, Aaron. And I am smiling from ear to ear tonight because, Todd Rowland actually mentioned it earlier. It's a paradigm shift. When the world's looking for a change, right? People think about 2020. People had to work from home. People didn't have a job, hadn't had to go home and then figure out a way that their family was going to pay the bills. And when you think about this company that's bringing this house of brand strategies to the table in a time where direct to the consumer is something going on all over the world. And when we can access the world with this company, and here's the beauty, when in your area, no one knows the name New Age, it's the perfect storm. And so, Aaron, that's what over 10 years ago, that's where I was at in this industry. And I want you to think about this now. Think about this. Over time, not taking away from what you're already doing, if you started to use our products, clean your health up, start having a transformation, start sharing that transformation with people using your cell phone, on social media, through Zooms. Here's the thing, not taking away from what you're already doing, over time, you start to share this. And let's say it takes you 2 or 3 or 4 years to get to 1,364 people. For most of us, we're going to have a job in 3 years. We're going to have a job in 4 years. But think about the buying power. If 1,364 people just spent $5 a day, that's $150 a month. collective buying power, that's over $204,600 going into your business. That's creating true long-term residual income. Why is it residual? Because we got products that when they run out, they want more of, because of the difference it's making in their body or on their body. That's the beauty of this. And a lot of people ask me, Aaron, how do I do this? How do I make this work? Well, here's the simplicity of what we do. So for everybody that's looking on tonight, and I'm so glad you're here, you get started with us and you just start using our products. You a la carte the products you want. And here's the beauty. It's going to cost you, for most people, it's the price of a kid's baseball bat. I mean, seriously, we're not talking about a huge expense. You start to use the products. You have some samples to share with other people. Here's the beauty. Then once that locks you in for everything in the business, now you're able to go franchise this thing. You're able to go share this and drive commissions into your home. Now, here's the beauty of this. We call it 4x4, okay? As soon as you get involved, we just want to help you share this with 4 brand partners. They come in just like you do, and also 4 retail customers. When you do that, you're going to return your initial purchase money. You're going to get your money back. Now, everything you do in your business is just upside potential, right? But here's the beauty of this. You do that 2 more times. You run this play of 4x4 2 more times, you're at $1,000 a month on average. 2 more times, you're over $100,000 a year on average. That's exponential growth. That's reaching people. That's the power of a lot of people spending a little bit of money each day on products they love that are creating a transformation in or on their body. And Aaron, over time, not taking away again from what you're doing, that's how you reach thousands of people. And here's what I'd ask you tonight as you're sitting there. Are you wanting to change? Do you value your health? Are you already shopping for products like this out there, but yet you're not getting paid for it? We've got a company that nobody knows our name. Hey, we all can remember times back when Amazon was a book company. Look at them today. Look at the shift. Today, it's an amazing company if you were investing in that company, but think about it years ago if you could have got involved knowing what you know today. Here's what I'm here to tell you. New Age is a company that nobody knows our name, but we're sitting there $500 million. I can promise you this, over the course of the next few years, we're going to be a multiple billion-dollar company. You're going to see, I highly believe, our stocks soar, and you're going to see our products absolutely benefit people. So why wouldn't you want to be involved? Here's what's going to happen tonight. The person that invited you to this Zoom is going to get back with you. They're going to get your questions answered. We'll take all the questions, good questions, hard questions, doesn't matter. We want to answer your questions. And then at the end of the day, we want to lock arms with you and help you get out of this what you want for you and your family. Thanks for being here tonight.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
That was fantastic.
Bye, everyone.
Tammy.
Thank you.
Terrific.
Thank you.
Thank you.